Emotions, but what if I told you it's actually a physical process, one that literally reshapes your brain? That's what we're going to get into today, the new science of connection and what it's really doing to our neural hardware.
And I want to be super clear here. This is not a metaphor. We're talking about a tangible biological reconstruction job happening inside your head, and it's all kicked off by genuine connection.
Okay, so how does this rebuilding process actually happen? Let's dive into the neurological proof. It turns out there are 3 really key processes your brain fires up to regenerate itself when you feel loved and safe.
First up is neurogenesis. This is literally the birth of brand new brain cells, and it happens in a really important area called the hippocampus, which is crucial for memory. And here's the incredible part. This process can actually reverse the physical brain shrinkage that trauma often causes. It's amazing.
Okay, so once you have these new cells, your brain needs to put them to work. That's synaptogenesis. You can think of it like your brain is building new communication lines between all those neurons. It's forming new synapses, and that strengthens the pathways in your brain, making it more efficient and way more resilient.
And finally, we've got myelination. This is kind of like insulating the electrical wires in your brain. Seriously, it's the process of coating your nerve cells with a protective layer, and that sheath lets signals travel much faster and more efficiently. So your brain isn't just building new parts, it's upgrading the whole system to work better.
So we have these 3 incredible biological processes going on. But what does that actually feel like, in our day-to-day lives? Well, it creates this fundamental shift in our entire nervous system. It moves us from a state of constant defense to a state of growth and repair.
And these aren't just vague ideas. We're talking about tangible results. The hippocampus, as we saw, grows new neurons. Your prefrontal cortex, which is kind of like the CEO of your brain, it gets stronger, which improves your decision-making and helps you regulate your emotions. And get this, the healing even extends to your physical body by reducing key markers of inflammation.
Just look at this number for a second. 40%. That is how much feeling securely loved can reduce the key inflammation markers that are associated with depression. That is a massive, measurable, physical change.
So if you've ever been in a really healthy, loving relationship and just felt yourself becoming calmer, clearer, just better, you are not imagining it. Your brain was literally measurably healing itself.
This really gets to the heart of the shift. On one side, you've got a nervous system stuck in defense mode. It's hypervigilant, on high alert, just trying to survive. All of your body's energy is going right there. But when you're in a state of safety and connection, your brain can finally switch gears. It can redirect all those resources away from just surviving and towards actual repair, allowing old wounds to finally heal.
Now, when we say love, I know it's easy for our brains to jump straight to romantic partners, but the science shows this incredible healing mechanism isn't merely that exclusive. We really need to redefine where we get this powerful connection from.
I mean, these healing connections can come from so many places. Deep friendships, supportive family, being part of a community, and yes, even our pets. The key thing here is that they all trigger the exact same biological sense of safety that gives the brain permission to start its repair work.
So what this all boils down to is that every single moment of genuine, safe connection is like a signal to your brain. It's a message that says, hey, you can stand down. The threat is gone. It's time to repair. And this brings us to the final, and maybe the most important reframe of what love really is. It isn't just some nice-to-have emotion. It's something way more fundamental than that.
Let this sink in for a minute. Love, in all its forms, is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. It's as critical for your brain's health as oxygen or nutrients are for your body's health.
So we'll leave you with this question to think about. If connection is a fundamental biological need for your brain to repair itself and to thrive, what are the ways, big and small, that you're meeting that need in your own life?